Hello, promotion chat tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Shining Force 2 with me, BlueAnkylo. So what I've done between episodes is I've stored a bunch of stuff in the caravan. So permanent boosts, mithrils, a promotion item, and that's about it for now. It's very handy, very handy, and that's that. I've also moved the power ring back down to our bird boy, just to keep his attack power caught up a little bit better. And ours is pretty amazing, really, so we didn't need it. Chester's is actually the weakest link at the moment, but we'll see how that goes. Anyway, let's go back to town here. And who's this by the gate? The boy who killed the legendary Kraken and Taros. Hey, no problem. Yeah, I wouldn't stick around here either. Yeah, we got some cool stuff, you know. You love interesting things. Well, I guess we can't stop them. This is our 12th member. Although, 11 because I got rid of Kiwi because he was annoying me. Adventure! Yo-ho! Let's go! So yeah, let's check him out. Rick! He's level 19, he's got a steel lance. Let's say 35, 40, 29 for important stats. Compared to 44, 41, 25. So Chester's got him beat on HP, and Rick's got him beat on defense. And this is how Shining Force 1 went as well, classically. Ken was your Chester style with lots of HP but low defense. And then Rick was your May style with less HP but much higher defense. Now, the remake, the one that I actually Let's Play to Final Fantasy 1, kind of rebalanced, or sorry, not Final Fantasy 1, Shining Force 1, it's got a force in it. The remake kind of rebalanced their stats a little bit, so it wasn't as clear-cut, cut and dry. But we're playing the Genesis again, so Rick is kind of like Shining Force 1 May, and Chester's kind of like Shining Force 1 Ken. There's a few similarities like that we'll see as time goes on. I guess, like, Kazan is quite a lot like, I forget his name, but the first mage you get that only learns Blaze, it's the same kind of deal. I forget his name. Some punk, whatever. You always replace those punks with Blaze. So, anyway, that's changed, and you might have noticed this guy is new as well. There's a new shop here. So, this stuff looks pretty cool. But unfortunately, we're at the point where they're starting to sell us promoted equipment. So what does that mean? We can actually use it, or at least some of it. So you would expect Luke, or the hero, to use a sword. Unfortunately, we cannot equip the broadsword. I think the battle axe is the same, but for Jaha? Oh, Jaha can actually use it. Okay, score. It's a bit weird why you can still equip that, but not the broadsword. Whatever, don't complain. Power Spear. Also equipable, unpromoted. Score. So that means Chester and Rick get a very nice upgrade. Oops. Only 2 knights. What about the arrow? Unfortunately, May is unable to equip that. I'll buy it for her. She'll use it eventually. The flail might be promoted as well for mages. Not like it matters for them nearly as much. And nobody can use that yet. So what that means is a couple of our classes, specifically Blue, although I've got the Achilles sword, which is almost as good as a broadsword. But Luke is going to lag behind a little bit until we promote him. And who else was it? May, because she can't use a Robin Arrow. The Robin Arrow is actually really good because it has a range of 3 rather than a range of 2. So that's going to hurt by not having that. The rest of the team, though, because they could use the battle axe, the power spear, the Achilles sword will be fine. Slade doesn't have a weapon upgrade yet either, until he promotes. But the people who don't use weapons, it's not a big deal. And, yeah, so that's that. So, basically, I've been meaning to talk about it for a while. Promotions. The way it works in this game, unlike in Shining Force 1, where if you were promoted at level 10, you lost stats and then started at level 1 and regained them and eventually got more. If you promoted at level 15 or 20, your stats still went down, but they didn't go down quite as much. The game didn't count those levels as towards your experience pool, so you actually leveled up quicker later in the game. So like, got to 20, promoted to level 1 in a new class, suddenly you got 10 levels up really, really fast, basically. That kind of system is the same thing here, except it's level 20 as your promotion, and level 40 is the cap rather than, you know, instead of 10 and 20, it's 20 and 40, basically. The main loss is not being able to use weapons that are only for promoted classes. You also have better stat growth as promoted classes in general. But that's about it. You look cooler and you get new sprites and stuff, so there's that. But basically, our stats won't go down when we promote, but we get to keep them all. So like, if you promote at level 20, and let's just say you had 30 defense at level 20, and then you promote to hero or whatever it's called at the promoted class, and you're at level 1, and you have 30 defense. And then you level up, you got 32. Level up, 33. At level, say you made it to hero level 20 about the end of the game, and you had 50 defense or something. Well, what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to stay as a unpromoted class. I'm not going to cap it out at level 40 or anything, but I'm going to try to make it to level 30 or so if we can pull it off. That will get us to, say, 40 defense, promote to level 1 promoted, and then by the end of the game we'll have 60 defense, or approximately, right? Like, you know, there's it's a bit of randomness and it's not so exact like that, but we'll have more stats by promoting later than if we promoted now. For classes with magic, it's actually really, they almost lose nothing. Magic's a little bit weird on how you learn spells. We can go over that right now too, for promotion's sake. So, for instance, Sarah's a good example, because we don't have to worry about sorcerers and wizards or anything, or not being able to learn magic as an unpromoted class like a certain ninja might. But basically, all of her spells have like a level requirement. Anything that's up to level 40, so say it was say you learned heal level 3 at 25, I don't know the numbers, don't quote me. We can either wait till she's level 25 as a priest, and she will learn, you know, heal 3 or whatever. Or, you can promote her, and at level 5, which is 20 plus 5, the way the game calculates it, she will learn heal level 3 at promoted level 5. The game always assumes you promoted at level 20 in terms of what level you learn magic on. So if I take her all the way to level 40, she'll learn as much magic as you could get up to that point, like as if she was a level 20 promoted class. Then she will promote to level 1. She won't learn any new magic until she's past level 20, because it assumes she's already learned it, and it doesn't say 40 plus 5 or something. It just goes, well, you're 20 plus 5. You've already learned the spell at level 25. I'm not teaching it to you again. So that's how it works. So you could make an argument that promoting earlier, I don't know, I don't think it's really better. The point is, by promoting later, like at level 30 or 40, she'll have much more stats, and then when we promote her, she'll be even better, and, you know, it makes, you know, spoiler alert, we're gonna recruit some advanced level, like pre-promoted classes. We're gonna recruit characters that are in their promoted class already. Because I'm going to be doing it this way, the characters that are unpromoted when you recruit them will be better on average. So I like to do that just to maximize some of my favorite characters, because I like Sarah to be good, and I like Peter to be good, and Geralt and all that. So I'd rather focus on the early characters than that you get to sort of get used to over the course of the game, then replace them later on with new characters that start pre-promoted and You know, they might be slightly better when you get them, but they don't have a history with you. Stuff like that. If we go north, we can get back to New Grand Seal, but we're not going to go that way just yet. It's kind of an interesting place here. From Grands. Uh-oh. Hope he's alright. I guess, we'll just have to remember this for later. It's also very important you check this out. If you don't pick this up at some point, you can never do anything with your mithril. So, you might want to grab that. It's not going to get used for a very long time. And in fact, I'm just going to immediately deposit it. But, it's a dry stone, and we might want to use that to dry something out one day. Alright. So we had a good chat. We talked about character development. This is technically a secret town, but like, who would not notice this? I don't know how you could miss it. But technically this is considered a secret town. I don't know. I think it's bull crap. It's just obvious. Yay, fairy powder. No fairies lately. Apparently the fairy works for Creed, though. We have met one fairy before that said something peculiar. So we might know her. I don't know. How many fairies are there? Thanks, buddy. I always like the music for this town. It's very relaxing. Uh-oh. Well, how are we going to get there, then? Elric's an elf. Don't trust him. This is a very valuable item. The one bookshelf that's worth looking at, basically, in the entire game. This one, I'm just going to leave it over... Well, I can switch it up. That's good. We're just going to leave that there. Like, you may have noticed that I've been complaining about Kazan's spell choice. Muddle is kind of weak. Dispel, I've never really hardly used it effectively. D-Soul is instant kill, but it misses a lot. And Blaze is a mediocre attack magic type. Maybe we can give him some different spells if we're tricky. I like to save here specifically because if we do have to die or egress, I would rather come back to this town in the future than head all the way back to Ribble. And I mean, saving it's not a bad idea either. But yeah, if I hadn't made it clear, the last place you saved is... Did I miss a pot up there or anything? I know there's something else important around here. No, no more pots. This was the book house. There is a very important chest around here. Or two. There's a lot of good stuff in this town, to be honest. Right, so the Elric is going to find the fairy to help the dwarf. Except the forest is dangerous. Typical. Nothing? They usually don't put investigated the area but got nothing. Like, that... There might have been something on that book in the Japanese version or something. So there's a lot of secret passages through this area. There's the mithril. If you see the little opening here to the right, I don't really want to do this right now. There's actually like a bonus battle you can go fight over there. But I'm really not in the mood. I'll try to remember to show that off later. Should be another chest up here somewhere. There it is. There we go. That's a good one, too. So, I got what I needed from this town. And... yeah, we're going to give this one to a little girl. Alright, so other than the secret battle, which... I'll talk about it later. It'll be a lot more well, we're too low a level to really get very far on it. It's a pretty challenging bonus battle, so it'll be easier to show off when we're a little bit stronger. It does respawn. Yeah, it must respawn. So you could level grind there if you wanted. In fact, I think it's one of the ways you can get people to level 99 if you really want. I think, but it's a waste of my time. Can I not leave here? Huh. Well, there's lots of weird secret passages here. I think this is the spot where you're supposed to start to get to the right here. Don't ask me. I always went... The way I showed you is the way I always got around the town. So, that's how I did it. Okay, so let's do this battle quick. After all that rambling. So we got a new knight. Rick is pretty awesome, really. I mean, he looks kind of young right now. But so does Chester. And to be fair, I usually prefer the defense knights more than the HP knights. The HP knights are better against high-level magic because defense doesn't matter, but defense knights are good against everything else. What are we dealing with, though? Archer, launcher things, soul sucker things, more gargoyles. We've got a new mage, a dark madame with a level 2 freeze. This might be the first time we've seen level 2 freeze. And a big fat orc. If I remember correctly, this battle is not that difficult. High Priest, you know, he's up to level 3 heal. I think that's actually a detriment. He actually wastes too much MP. Like, level 3 heal is about 10 MP. He can use it twice and then he runs out of MP, basically, so... I don't think it's a good idea to give them that, really. Just, the AI is not smart enough to take advantage of it. So my goal here is to keep leveling up my lowest level characters to try to keep the average level decent. It might not be too long before I need to stop and off-camera catch Sarah up, because she is starting to lag behind a little bit. Well, not that bad, not that bad. If she starts falling behind, I will specifically do a couple battles off-camera to catch her up, so that she's the same level as the rest of the team. And I do have a plan for that running pimento that I was talking about and I showed you guys earlier. But I did double check it and I was correct. If you use it on someone before you promote them, they do lose the movement buff. So only use that on promoted characters. Unlike the rest of the status affecting items like the wine and the milk, unfortunately the pimento and the movement, you can lose those effects basically. So that would be a shame. But as soon as you're promoted, I know who I want to use it on. Oh yeah, that guy. I forgot about that guy. Oh well, let's go punch something. That's what I needed to see. Punching the soul sower. Okay. Do a little bit of stibbity stabbity. Some characters will be a lot harder. Oh, I don't actually kill that. Blue's already such a high level, he can just tank a little bit. Like I said, some characters will be a lot harder to get to level 30 than I would like. So I won't be able to do it necessarily with everyone. If I can't equip new weapons, they're just not going to do enough damage to keep up. The mages should be fine, but you know, like Slade might have a difficult time. I want Kazan to get shot to death. Yeah, Slade might have a hard time getting those kills into the level 20s for very long, but we'll see. I can always pop someone the power ring and help them keep up a little bit longer. Someone like Slade or me. I think he'll be okay. Yeah. We'll focus on the southern edge a little bit. Jaha never helps out. It's not never, he's not fast enough to be really... Basically, he needs a promotion before I'm gonna really like him very much. I also want to show a group of, well, I don't want to spoil it for you, but eventually there's going to be a choice of 4 characters, and we have to pick one to join the group. And they're of various different classes. I don't really want to start promoting people until I get there and make up my mind on how I'm doing that. And I haven't made my mind up about that yet. So, I want to get to that point, talk about that with you guys a little bit, and then we will start promoting people. That's kind of my plan. We should be able to get at least that far. I'm pretty sure I can handle that at least. I really want to make sure this guy dies. Oh, come on, Rick. Rick. I should have killed him with Slade. What am I doing? Taking an easy hit here for no reason. Yeah, Geralt can't get there. Still getting lots of experience from the arrow launchers. Alright, Luke, then, here's your chance. Vengeance. Also, I suppose if you're planning to promote someone, there's not much point, after they get the level up to which you're going to promote them, there's not much point letting them get more experience, because if they're at, say, level 20 and 99 experience points, when you promote them, they just lose that 99 experience points, so they're just at level 1 and 0-0. So, that's just a minor point, but it might be something to keep in mind if you're planning on not grinding specifically. So anyone that hits level 20 or whatever level you're planning to promote on, sort of stop getting kills with them at that point until you can, or egress or something and promote them. But egressing is basically grinding, so. I think it's Peter I'm supposed to heal up, right? Or sorry, Luke. The other flying thing. Sarah has hit an interesting point at, this is kind of notable, at 30 MP, every battle, if I just use heal level 1 10 times, now that she's got the MP to do it, she's guaranteed to get a level up every battle. I should not have been grouping people up here. Bad play. But yeah, that's always an interesting point. From now on, Sarah should get 1 level up every battle, unless I'm being lazy. So, that's kind of cool, right? Sure wish I had a healer with the aura spell for those big AoEs like that. Good chance for Rick to get some XP. Yeah, I'm not, like, incredibly impressed with my Knight's attack power right now. Their mobility is good, and they've got lots of HP or defense, or some combination therein. But, as far as actual damage output, it's a little bit low. Oh, what was that? So, as it turns out, 22 levels in, so I think traditionally you would promote at level 20 and learn this at level 2 promoted. So you'd expect that this is a unique only promotion spell. Nah, you can start learning magic as a swordman. You just gotta know how to play it. Come on, Jaha. Ah, you're so useless. Your stubby little dwarf legs. Well, Chester, if you're gonna get the kill, you get the kill. We're gonna just expect that orc to catch up with us. I don't want to have to walk all the way down there, basically. I want to make sure Sarah can heal one of those. And May is pretty good at catching up. So, as you might be noticing, as much as things like Blast is cool, and Detox is pretty neat as well, due to the way I use my healers, it's actually kind of a pointless spell. Nice, Peter. So, that Vigor Ball I gave her, it's going to be cool for appearance's sake. It doesn't change her spell selection at all. It changes her stat growth a little bit. But it's actually not going to be very useful. Because we're not going to use her offensively hardly ever. It's just the nature of my healers. Their job is to heal. If I want someone to do attacks, I'll get someone who does attacks. My final party will almost assuredly have 2 healers in it. And one of them better have Aura, or else we're going to be in trouble. We'll talk about Aura more later. If you didn't watch Shining Force 1, you might not know what it is. Sarah will not learn it, unfortunately. It's basically just a Blaze level 2 type spell that heals you, like a heal level 1 spell. If that makes sense. Range 2, area 2... eventually range to area 15, or area 3 if you think 3 tiles, but you can heal the entire force if they're all grouped up properly. And it's pretty good. I guess I would like to kill that gargoyle now rather than later. So see if I can lure him in. A couple people that are quick. There we go. Try to get these guys to charge at us a little bit. I'm already level 22. I shouldn't be stealing any kills for a while. This is a pretty good battle for Sarah getting lots of experience. Lots of time for her to get a turn, get a little bit more, a little bit here, a little bit there. There he goes. Good work, Rick. And Rick with a pretty solid defense. Yeah, Slade's damage is fine for now, but it won't hold up forever. Good work. Good job, Rick. +1 for you. Okay, I think the orc can only move 2 squares, so we won't get attacked this turn. That guy he'll catch up eventually, I'm sure. Poor Jaha. He's gonna be my only character not prepared for promotion. Yeah, even Sarah's a higher level than Jaha. Poor guy. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, these guys had a ranged attack. It's nothing to really worry about. It's pretty low damage, but there you go. I forgot about that much. Alright, well, that's what you get for enraging the birds. Now you get slaughtered by them. And I do like how quickly Geralt travels through the forest. That's always nice. Let's see how bad these guys can hit. Shouldn't be too much. Well, Chester's not known for his amazing defensive powers, so there's that. Oh, hey! You know what this is a good opportunity for? A spell you haven't seen yet. Kazap! So Bolt level 1 is better than Blaze level 2, or even Freeze level 2 for that matter. Now you know. So, it's kind of disappointing that at this point, our hero is actually better at magic than Kazin. we can't cast the spells as often, sure, but we're better at the spell we know. I think at level 20, Kazin will learn a new spell. Maybe even Blaze 3. Which isn't... It's not terrible. Faint... Damning by faint praise, I believe. His spell isn't terrible. I mean, you know, it's better than nothing. Not enough damage on that one. Attaboy, Luke's hanging in there. That guy's gonna try to come from behind, I think. Well, I dare them to attack me, that's fine. Bring it on. I'll have the forest defense bonus. Yeah, it's nothing. You're never gonna kill me with that. And that's just a minor annoyance. 7 damage. I think it's only supposed to do 6 or so, but whatever. I see a nice prospect for a big spell there. Who needs the heal the most? 22, 29... 30. I guess we'll give it to Chester. Because he has lousy defense points. Alright, Jaha. Let's do it. Level up. Thank you. Not a good level up, but at least it's some points. I'm not going to block that up with Peter if I can help it. Unfortunately, May can't do anything. Everybody's in her way. In May's way, does not pay to play in May's way. You better pray someone else can say, hooray. Alright, that's enough of that. Ooh, that was not good. I guess, you know, I never really checked. I guess these orcs actually just have a ton of defense. Yeah, 37 is pretty good. Could try to de-soul, but I wouldn't count on it doing much. 10 damage isn't bad anyway. I kind of have a feeling instead of killing anything, we're just going to damage all of them and then they're going to gang up on one of my guys. Unless... Oh, Slade. Good for nothing. Almost have the priest dead. The orc is not dead. How close is the gargoyle? I'd rather kill the gargoyle, because if his flight, he can kind of swoop around and hit one of my squishy guys. Whereas the priest will probably just heal somebody. Or himself. Also, you can probably just kill him. So there's that. A shining ball. Ooh. I do not remember what that does off the top of my head, so I'll have to have a look. I forgot about that guy. Alright, Jaha. Show me your moves. Not bad, not bad. Geralt, you can take a hit, right? It's the first time you've seen that status effect. I do recall these guys, now that I've noticed that, they are really annoying with the stun attacks. The thing is, most of the time, we've actually managed to not get hit very many times. Like, my strategies seem to be pretty good. I specifically wanted this hit because blue does not need the kill, so we'll give it to somebody else. But yeah, I think level 2 detox might remove that stun effect. It's probably level 2 or level 3 detox that gets rid of that. But I don't know which one. We'd have to just test it out. It should also wear off after a couple turns. But yeah, I remember the soul sores being annoying because of stuff like that. But I mean, that's the first time we've seen it. And we probably won't even fight too many soul sores. Like, we're probably like nearly at the end of that phase. That's the era. The era of the soul sore. Peter is rocking the house. It'd be nice to give the kill to like Kazan or Sarah, but this will be fine. Oh, so he was like the boss unit. I didn't have to kill the other orc. Well, that's convenient. Alright, well, that's going to be it for this episode. Next time, we'll head to the west and see if we can find Elric. I can kind of show you the edge of the map here if you're curious. There's nothing down here, but you know, it's kind of proving there's nowhere you could go. I am pretty sure we could get into that fight again if we wanted. Probably have to go into town or something. But I think that fight respawns if you want. We did pick up a new item, right? What is it? Shining Ball. Okay, I think this one, if you use it, casts Blaze 2 as a on-use item. Maybe it's Blaze 3. There are a couple items like that in the game that you use them in battle and an attack spell, like, just happens. But that's it. Alright, well, thanks for watching, folks. Hope you've enjoyed. Our levels aren't entirely unanimous. I gotta try to get Sarah and Jaha caught up a little bit. See what Kazan's next spell is and all that. But yeah, I mean, things are going pretty well. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for more Shining Force 2.